Mosh, Mosh. Zurück im Knast mit Rusty Boy und Flauschi Kid, scheinbar. Vielleicht ist Javier ja wieder dabei. Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück zu Is 9 Monstrum Nox. Hey, there's something that's been bothering me for a while. Achso.
There's always something bothering you.
You ever wonder why these inmates are being held here, in this tower? Why is it that they get treated differently than the rest of the special sector? And do you ever see those traps they set up to discourage inmates from escaping?
Yeah, it's beyond my pay grade to be asking questions like that. But if you ask me, they're probably criminals they really don't want people finding out about.
What? You mean like they're bloodthirsty murderers or something? That red-haired prisoner doesn't look like one, though. He congratulated me when I told him my wife gave birth.
I don't mean just murderers. A long time ago, a prisoner with an iron mask was held here. They said it was a royal who lost the fight for the throne. Don't be fooled by appearances. That red-haired guy's probably got a history too.
Ist es einfach die Geschichte der Mann in der eisernen Maske? Die jetzt hier mit aufgerollt wird?
Does that mean he's a high-profile prisoner?
No, high-profile inmates belong
Alter, wäre das geil!
downstairs, like you said. Come on, enough with the chatter. Let's finish up the rounds.
We've got a promise with Marius to keep. Hopefully he's still in the chapel today. Wir können uns ja mit der Karte ein bisschen bewegen. Wir wollen gar nicht in Special Sector, wir wollen eigentlich in die Chapel. Alley hop. Oh, hey there. Adol, we meet again. Taking another nap, huh? You got me. I've always had a hard time clearing my head without a good nap. Let's get right to it. Remember those assess passes I mentioned last time? You're gonna need one if you plan to getting around here in the special sector. As long as you've got a pass on you, the guards won't suspect a thing. Is getting one difficult? Well, it isn't easy, that's for sure. But it's not impossible either. See, there's this inmate here in the special sector. Let's just call him Exchanger. Getting his help on this is your best bet. Your only one, actually. Sounds like one gusty inmate. Well, he's not in here for being a law-abiding citizen, you know. Apparently, the guards have been paid off enough to turn a blind eye on his dealings. First thing to know, he only accepts prospective exchange in prison. In other words, you're going to need to find him yourself over at the saloon. Once you think you've found him, wait until he gives you the code word. Why do I have to wait? Sounds like a cautious man. Well, I would be too, if I were the one running the risk. Which is one goes better with tea, sugar, or jam? Once he asks you that, you're going to respond with brandy. That's the code word that tells him you're there for business. From there, the rest is up to you. Sounds like a plan at all? I see what I can do. Great. I'm sure you'll put it off just fine out there at all. This sector is linked to all sorts of places. The communal cells, the panel labors, mines. Having an access pass will make things that much more convenient. convenient for you. Anyway, just be patient until he strikes up a conversation with you. As for me, I'll be taking a little deuce off here till you get back with the good news. Also er wird hier warten und wir gehen zurück. In diesen Special Sector Ding. Das firmly shot. Ist das ein Floor weiter unten oder ein Floor oben? Okay, ist ein Floor weiter oben. Das heißt, wir müssen eine Treppe hoch. Und noch eine Treppe hoch. Special Sector Saloon. Da. Im Special Sector. Gehen wir hier lang? Gallery. Da ist er auch schon. Ah. The man gave Adol a silent once-over, but noticing more. The man gave him nothing more. Okay. Hey you. Let me ask you something. Which one goes better with tea, sugar or jam? Brandy. Good choice. You're just as easy to pick out as I've been told. Come with me. I hear what you have to say. The name Bratchett. Bratchett the Exchanger. Don't bother introducing yourself. The identities of those I deal with are a little importance to me. What matters is if they've got anything valuable enough worth exchanging for. Quid pro quo. That's my ironclad rule. I want something, you gotta give something. So let me just ask you this. What is it you after here? I want an access pass. The same thing everyone else hears. That's so. If I had to guess, I'd say you're looking for an access pass. I've got all sorts of unsavory types here, so I won't be asking you why. But the thing is, an access pass is almost like a form of identification here. So, naturally there ain't a lot of them out in circulation. I can get you your pass, but I need something of equal value in return. I have to be something rare, something you wouldn't normally find here in the prison. Can you just put it on my tab? Sorry, kid, I can't give credit. It's quid pro quo or nothing. If you don't have something of equal value to trade, procure it. Understood, I do just that. Good to know, you're quicker on an uptake. If there's one thing you do have in your possession right now, it's information. There's a fella here who knows how to put a price on a good piece of intel. Find him and the two of you just might be able to work something out. Now, be off with you, kid. Chop chop. Oder Schuschu. Kein Luftsaltos! Da. Pardon me. Let me say. But wouldn't happen to be suspicious of something, would you? I've heard talking about with a newcomer slipping in and out of a shuttle, you'll see. Are you the informant? Well, no, good on you to figuring that out. My name is Gosh, but folks around here know me better as an informant. You seem to be going through a spot of trouble, am I right? May not have exactly what you want, but I do have something of equal value. I trust I can I catch my meaning. I can trust you at all. Then a little chat and here with me, and no words to fear. But should you reconsider, all you need is to provide me with information pretty only to you. Well, I can tell you about those thieves. Oh? By thieves you mean the one barged into a prison a while ago, yes? Information is only as good as it's fresh, I'm afraid. You're going to have to give me better than that. What about info and interrogator? Ah, you're talking about that hunty snoop of Les, aren't you? I have had a good deal of inmates requesting particular about her. Very well. You've provided old Gorge interest. I take whatever you know. You've told Gorgery everything you heard about Ingrid. Oh, I see. So, her name is Ingrid, and she's here on direct orders from Rome. Yes, it's very useful information. Useful information indeed. But if I may ask one thing. How do you know it's reliable? Should this prove false, my reputation as an informant will plummet. How do you plan to guarantee the credibility of this so-called scoop? You just have to trust me. Now why would I place my faith in someone I've only just met today? This won't be enough to earn you any compensation, I'm afraid. How about if I vote for him? So, you. I stake my word on this. Is that credibility enough for you? I don't know. Haven't you only just met this redhead lad yourself? Why go so out your way to vouch on your behalf? You know full well the way I operate as an informant. That I do. You of all people should be able to tell right away whether someone is lying, no? After all, an informant who can tell lies from truth is hardly one worthy to trust. Well, of course, don't think you can sell me short just because I'm old. I knew the lad was telling the truth from the moment he opened his mouth. Oh, you did, huh? Alright. There's no room for doubt anymore. Thanks for your wielding. Here you are, Sonny. Do compensation for the tip-off. You receive a small box. Within that box is a premium cigar sourced from Britai. My sources of the nobles and special sector has been requested in one. I have no doubt the main Bratchet will jump into chains and snatch it up. You almost had me there. No hard feelings, I hope. Think of this as your intuition into the special sector. You'll have to play your cards better if you plan on making it in here. And be sure that thank that Marius for conveying for you too. Phew, not a moment too soon, huh? You were taking longer than I expected, so I figured I'd come to check on you. Guess I just ended up meddling in things through, huh? Nah, I almost got ripped off there. You think so? Somehow. I get the feeling you would have managed your own way anyway. On your own way anyway. At any rate, this should be enough to get you that asset pass. One you do, then we can really start getting down to business. Dann holen wir uns mal den Assets Pass. So, you're back. So, what did you bring? It's gotta be immediately available or exchanging and stuff. Your present is premium cigarette. I don't believe it. Is that a premium Britain cigar you got there? How you managed to pry it out of that, old Mr. Sands, I'll never know. Getting a hold of these outside of a prison is hard enough as it is. Available enough for you? I say, there's an upper-class inmate who's been wanting one of these for a while now. You hear no compliments from me. Here, you earned this. By the way, have you heard anything about any inmates disappearing from the prison? Were they released? Well, that's the the case, the folks around are older than known. Ain't exactly normal for a bunch of people to vanish without a trace. How about this then? You ever hear of a place called Restricted Sector? It sounds familiar. That's so. Maybe you heard one of the rumors going around recently. Apparently only a special few knights and soldiers are allowed in or out of it. What is that all those folks up and vanished ended up taken there? Curse rumors like that are a gold of dozen here, but we can to be careful. If you need anything else, you know where to find me and what to say. Nice doing business with you, kid.
Informationsbeschaffung. Jetzt gehen wir zurück zu Marius.
Marius. Hey there, Adol. I take it you the proud new owner of a special sector as this past now, huh? This prison's full of zany characters. Hey, put a bunch of criminals together and you're bound to get some oddballs. More importantly, you should be able to get around better now that you have a pass. So, what's Adol the Red got next on this agenda? I plan on breaking out of here. Well, ultimately, I'm the same, seeing as I was arrested for no obvious reason. But like I told you before, this prison's chock full of mysteries to unravel. We should work on gathering intel before taking any decisive action. Why don't we split up for a while and see what we can find out? Why split up? Well, stand out a lot more working together for starters. Besides, I get the feeling you're a little more used to going at it alone. Alright, we're on the same page then. Let's get to it. We can rendezvous at the chapel if things start going south. Best of luck, my friend. I'll be seeing you in a bit. Investigate beyond the gate. You want to go in the courtyard? That's not one I hear every day. But I won't stop you if you want a breather. Just let me verify your SS pass first. Checks out proceeded. We room soldiers are stationed in this central wing too, so don't try anything funny, alright? How many for? You. I'd recognize that mop of red hair anywhere. An unfamiliar inmate addressed you. Oh, so you're gonna play dumb, huh? You remember them well, who I am? The hell of a rooming about for. Don't tell you have an SS pass. Inmate 163. No talking during labor hours. Unless fancy yourself a nice long visit to solitary. Wait! This guy is one of who set me up! Raise another stink, and I see to it. You get another few shifts to enjoy. Am I understood? You're there. You have a proper authorization, I assume. Alright, move along then. You may have a pass, but that doesn't give you permission to cause any trouble. You gotta be kidding me. What did I deserve this? Tja, Freundchen. This appears to be the central tower. You can see regular inmates being readied for panel labels a ways away. You spot the man you met when you first arrived in Balduk, the warden of the prison. Some sort of problem must have arisen from the look of it. Perhaps following him will lead you to information that will help you to escape. Tür ist zu. Die Tür ist zu ist die Tür. Soll ich ihm denn dann folgen? Kommt da doch gar nicht rein. Oder muss ich da runter? Ja, vielleicht muss ich da runter. Ja. A restricted sector lies ahead. Those without permission are barred from entry. The sturdy lock is fit on the lock, but it seems to have been unlocated. Did the prison warden head this way? Open the door. Die kochen ihr eigenes Süppchen, habe ich das Gefühl. I see. So, this is a restricted sector, huh? You think it's true that all those missing inmates were actually brought here? From the look of it, even the rooms have a tough time getting in. Why is Warden Barger here? That's a good question too. Balduk prison was seized from Glia by the Room army. I get that it's the garrison who assigns the knights their guarding duties. But what we're seeing here is pretty at odds with what we've heard. Hey, hello. You don't suppose there's any chance we could get ourselves inside? I mean, we've made it this far. I'd like to see just what they're keeping in there. Sounds dangerous, does it? I was thinking just the same. Thought you say that. Great minds really do think alike, huh? I highly doubt we'll be able to sneak in from the front. Why don't we try looking around? See if we can find another way in. Marius is now complimenting you.
How should we get it? There's a door northwest of the courtyard. If there is a way in, it'll be through there.
Training grounds. There it is. Security pretty separate to sparsely too. The air vent I mentioned in a warehouse in the pedal lever side, just past the door. In all likelihood, it should connect right to this restricted sector given its location. Let's go check it out. There's an air vent hidden behind the storage containers. We've got our blind spot. No one ever bothers with proper patrols in here. This air vent should have another one just like its one in the other end. Might be our in the restricted sector. It's worth to try in any case. Clear the way. Alright, let's get this over with before someone spots us. Und wie es hier weitergeht, erfahren wir nach der kurzen Pause. Frohes Schaffen, frohes Sein. Bis gleich und rein. Euer Silvarius. Be right back. Au! And out.